I'm back in my van and this time heading to the Lake District for 2 nights. It was definitely way too hot to be doing this, but it was only a time that I could do, and I had my fan with me thankfully to get me through the first night. It was just about bearable. I know it's a bit mad in the heat, but I can't go wrong with my chocolate peanut butter porridge, and then also my like weird life hack with this like toddler soya milk, but it's long life and it actually lasts. And of course I have plenty of SPF to get through this. So the plan for today is to walk up Latrig, and it is a Wainwright that I haven't yet done, but I haven't hiked in over 2 years and I've been a bit nervous to get myself back out there because I've been a bit ill. But I found this walk where you can literally park like half an hour away in the car park, and it's meant to be quite a steady incline. I know it's a super popular one with it being so family friendly, so getting here early was definitely needed. And then I got out and oh my god, what a place for me to have my breakfast. Look at this. Not a bad way to start my morning. I don't know if it was just because I was so excited to be back in the lakes, but that like half an hour walk to get up to this viewpoint was pretty manageable. I ended up spending literally like 2 hours up here because it was just getting hotter and hotter the day was going on, and I knew my van would be too hot to sit in, and I knew that Keswick was just going to be really hot as well and really busy. The actual peak is just a couple of minutes away from that bench, so I went off to go and finish my walk, and by the time I got back to my van I was right, it was way too hot to sit inside, so I just pulled my chair out and sat outside and read my book for a while. I was hoping to just have a nice day around Keswick, but it was getting up to 30 degrees. I managed to get a space in the lakeside car park thankfully, but running theme here, it was just way too hot to do anything. I stopped at Conquer, which is my favourite shop if you've ever been in, and if you ever like the outdoorsy kind of stuff, you must know this shop or you must visit this shop. It's absolutely beautiful. The 10-minute walk to the co-op was feeling actually impossible, but I got myself a can of pop to help and walked past all these lovely shops and just beeline straight for the Picky Bits aisle at the co-op. I wasn't the only person doing this, but where I was parked in the car park was actually in the shade, and it was just so much easier to just have my picnic in the car park. I knew I was going to head to the lake next anyways. So I drove to another car park, and then I found myself an absolute spot where I generally spent just the rest of the day. I spent absolute hours here. I had a swim, I had a read. I was really thankful for being here. I'm so excited that I got here in my van and that I slept here last night. Oh, it was absolutely amazing. This really felt like I was just living a dreamy lakeside van life, summer life. At this point, thankfully, my cool packs were still cold, so my food was alright because it was way too hot to be cooking food. I stayed here until about 8 o'clock until it was time to go to my park up, and I want to say that I continued this dreamy lush life, but all throughout the day, even though I was parked in shade, my van was just getting hotter and hotter. I tried to ride it out thinking that the temperature would drop during the night, but what I should have done is I should have just gone to the shops earlier on and got myself some like frozen stuff to keep my body temperature down, because that was just such a horrendous night. But anyways, lesson learned. I made it through the night, even if I was standing outside by myself at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to cool down. But I made it and ready for another day of adventures.